Hello everyone, Tech1421 here. Welcome back to another Mega Moveset video. Today we're going to be covering a Mega Pokemon that I really like. I really like it, and it's always been a Pokemon that I've always enjoyed, just the regular evolution of it, and it's always been a Pokemon that has been pretty good in the competitive scene throughout its generations, and that is Heracross. We're going to be covering Mega Heracross. And Heracross, as I said, it's always been a pretty good Pokemon in the competitive scene throughout its generations. It's always been a pretty good Scarfer, and it has a pretty good moveset and a great, I guess, typing with Bug and Fighting. So it's always been a good Pokemon in my mind, but the Mega Pokemon is so much better, and it's one that I really like. Probably my favorite Pokemon, my favorite Mega Pokemon is still going to be Mega Medicham, but this is probably my second favorite in Mega Heracross. So if I had to choose between two to use with my, or if I had to choose one Mega Pokemon to use for my team, it would either be this one or Mega Medicham. So let's go ahead and get into the moveset, and before we do so, I wanted to kind of show the IV spread and all that, and how this Pokemon has changed from a regular old Heracross to a Mega Pokemon. So you can see here, let's go back to the original version of Heracross real quick so we can kind of see where the differences lie. And you're going to want to, first off and foremost, you're going to want to make the original form of Heracross Moxie, because if you come in on something that it's low enough, then you're going to want to try to get that Moxie boost and go from there and hopefully get that attack raise, which would make things so much easier. So Heracross's attack has always been really good, and its speed is decent, and you know, all the stats are okay, but its defense has always kind of been the downfall. That's why you kind of want to make it Scarf, but if you don't get a one-hit KO, then you pretty much die from any kind of like flying or fire type Pokemon. But now that we go on to the Mega version of this Pokemon, you can see the defense got a huge buff, or a huge boost, I should say, huge boost, and the special defense got a boost as well. The speed dropped by 10, but the attack also raised by almost 60 right here, so actually it is 60. So that is pretty darn crazy, and so it got a huge boost to like pretty much all of its stats except special attack, which really doesn't matter at all, and then the HP stayed the same. So what I try to do with this set is I try to raise the attack as much as possible, make it adamant, and that will get to 515, which is just insane. And then I also raised the HP to 200, and that makes it 351, and then I put all the rest into the speed. Did get a little bit less, got a little bit of a drop in speed. I added some more speed HVs. IVs, EVs, whatever you want to call them, and when you use this kind of set, you're going to want to try to run something that has like a Shuckle here, which has a Sticky Web and has a Stealth Rock, and I'll get to that in a second. So Sticky Web is obviously very important. You can run anything that has Sticky Web, but I like Shuckle because it has the Stealth Rock too. And the Sticky Web is really important because once you get the Sticky Web off and there's spinners out of the way and the Sticky Web's going to stay there for the rest of the game, then Heracross is going to be doing a lot of damage. And we'll get into the moveset here, but first I want to get into the ability, because then the moveset will make more sense. It got a really cool ability, which is a Skill Link, and this has been on other Pokemon, and such as like Ampipom or whatever it's called, and some other Pokemon. But what it essentially does is Pokemon's multi-hit attacks always hits the maximum number of times. Now there are 4 different types of moves that Mega Heracross can receive that gets this boost, but I only chose 3 of them, and then I chose to put on Substitute. We're going to cover that first. Now, Substitute is such a good move because its defense is really good that it can take some hits from a lot of different Pokemon. It receives half damage, or it's really good against things like Fighting type, Bug type, Grass type, Dark type, and Ground type. So if you know that someone's going to use that type of move, or you know they're locked into something, you know, I know some Pokemon get locked into like Earthquake, some Scarfers. Go into Mega Heracross and get that sub up. For the most part, any 5 of those types of moves that's going to hit you is not going to break your sub, and then some moves that are just regular ×1 neutral damage to make a Heracross, it might not even break the sub either. And if you outspeed the other Pokemon, then they might not even get a chance to try to take on your substitute. So I think sub is a really good move. The next move I want to talk about is this arm thrust. Now, arm thrust, you can go one of two different ways. I like arm thrust because it has that it can hit the maximum of 5 times, which will hit for 75 damage plus stab, and it gets the Silk Link ability. You can also go with Brick Break here because it's going to pretty much do the same thing, and I've noticed more and more that people are trying to set up like reflects and stuff like that, so that might help you with like screens. And it's going to pretty much do the same damage, except the thing with arm thrust that's good is if someone has a sub up, then I'll hit their sub, and then you can continue to attack. The other move that I've seen, that I've actually tried out myself and is really good, is Focus Punch. Now, Focus Punch, if you are behind a sub, you'll spend the first part of the turn focusing, and then if they haven't hit you, if they haven't hit Mega Heracross itself that turn, it's going to hit for 150 damage plus stab, and then your attack is just ginormous. So it's pretty much going to one-shot pretty much anything in the format. It'll at least two-shot anything, but for most of the Pokemon, it's going to two-shot them, or I mean one-shot them, because it's just a crazy amount of power. And yeah, but arm thrust is a good alternative. You can go one of those 3 there, but I definitely recommend having a fighting type move. The next one is Rock Blast. I think this is essential because it's ×4 weakness to flying, so a lot of things are going to try to come in and hit you with a flying type move, and most flying type Pokemon are weak to rock type. And if you have a substitute, they're going to hit you, but you're going to be able to pretty much one-shot them, so that's really nice. The next move is Pin Missile, which is going to be pretty much essential. You could go with a Mega. A lot of people might go with this Mega Horn here, but it's actually going to be doing 5 more damage and then the stab, and plus it's a better accuracy type move. So that's why I use Pin Missile there. It's pretty much going to be your go-to move, Pin Missile, but that's pretty much the set. Some stuff that you're going to have to watch out for is like Crobat with its ability that it goes through subs. It's going to pretty much one-shot you, but for the most part, Mega Heracross, its moveset is pretty darn good. Another move you can also go with is Bullet Seed. Depends on your I guess your team. Bullet Seed is really good because it also gets that Silk Link ability. It's going to hit all 5 times, and it could do some good damage to like rock and water Pokemon, so that's really nice. I like these 3 better. I like this moveset a lot, but again, Mega Heracross, I think is so good about it is it could pretty much two-shot anything in the format, just based on its moves. Plus, its bulk is so good that it can pretty much take any one hit, and if you get a sub up, then you're pretty much golden. I hope you enjoyed this moveset. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if there's any changes you would make. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the montage that is after this. If you could leave a like, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And I will see everyone with another Mega moveset very shortly. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see everyone later. Peace.